Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hobby Night. It's early in the morning, and we're here to watch a Warhammer preview. Now, it's going to start in about half an hour, and I figured in the meantime we could discuss what we think we might be seeing from them. Obviously, I think we all know that we're going to be seeing the Kill Team miniatures. Robert, thank you so much for the 4 months. Good morning. This is a reveal day. It's hype for you. Can't wait to see the new Kill Team, especially the Vespids. Same. I completely agree, Robert. I am so excited to see what we're getting for the Kill Team models. The trailer yesterday was super cool. You know what? We can even go and look at it again, actually, while we are here, while we wait for the stream to actually begin in 29 minutes. But yeah, it should be really good. Now, I don't know, is it just Kill Team at this preview? Or is it going to be other things as well? Because it's going to have to be a pretty big launch if they're going to do like a full hour reveal for just Kill Team. Also, hello to everybody in chat who is here with us today. To those of you that are lurking and those of you that are actually chatting, it's lovely to see you all. Tactile Sun, Christian, Havman, Robert, and Gordon, hello to all of you. Also, Tactile Sun, I really hope that GW doesn't disappoint me either. I know that a lot of us have been feeling a little disappointed with Games Workshop recently. Not entirely. They have not fully been dropping the ball in every single thing that they've been doing. But they have been dropping the ball really hard, I feel like, when it comes to Warhammer 40k, when it comes to their non-Xeno races. Which is wild to say. Like, can we just reflect on the fact that modernly, in Games Workshop, normally, because they spam out so many Imperial models, you know, they're constantly giving us Space Marines. That's why we have so many Primaris variations of Space Marines, right? That's why we have so many of them. They're actually doing good with their Xeno races. Like, the Tyrannid redesigns have looked really good. I've liked what we've seen for the Vespid so far. If the models can live up to what the animation looked like, I think that'll be very cool. The Orcs recently, I thought were a fine redesign, rework. But, like, the Imperium have just been stripped of all of their designs. It's so unfortunate. Oh, no, I don't think GW makes the best models anymore in aesthetic either. Like, they definitely still have some really cool-looking stuff. I just don't, like, none of it seems to be in the 40k universe. Like, it's either in Horus Heresy, where Horus Heresy's getting really cool stuff. You get Blood Bowl, which gets some interesting things. And Age of Sigmar, I think the models are gorgeous over for Age of Sigmar. Like, they're doing some stunning things, really pushing the boundaries of, I think, what they can sometimes do with those plastic models, with some of the, like, details and stuff that they're putting on there. But, like, 40k, man. Oh, I have not checked Discord. One moment. Ah, ooh, we got some, this is awesome. We've got some, Chaos Cultist just sent me a link to a Space Marine 2 trailer. So let's watch that.
Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the blast zone. Emperor, preserve us all.
God, look at that thunder hammer.
To have Lord Titus command our unit. He has clearly
also, I like that they have a Space Wolf running with them.
There is sure to be an ambush.
I have been dying to carve up some Xenos.
Oh, one of the things that I love about this game, by the way, that we've seen in the trailers is the fact that you can actually shoot while in the air and then do your power slam into the ground. That is so cool. You could not do that in the first game, and the fact that they've added that in just adds such a cool, like, dynamism to the gameplay mechanics and to the combat that I love. Oh no, the new Blood Angels don't look great at all. I do not like what they have done to the Sanguinary Guard. I talked about this at length in our last news coverage of they've removed everything that made them feel Blood Angel. The wings are gone. The fact that the wings are gone on the Sanguinary Guard just drives me nuts. God, this looks so cool, you guys. I can't wait to play this game. Ugh. Neither can I. It's gonna be so good.
Shield out, brother.
Also, I like that we're gonna have a couple of like one-on-one fights with some big boys. That's cool.
We broke the tyranny's disgusting champion.
Oh, punch him in the face! Oh, yes! Oh, he stabbed it into his own arm to pin him down. Oh,
Demolish
ah,
the carny thing.
I love Space Marines. They're so cool.
The flame will stand against them better than any war.
I can't tell who our bro with the Thunderhammer is, but it looks like we have a Dark Angel and a Space Wolf running around with him. Because he's Space Wolf, and I think the other guy is wearing like a really dark green.
There is an observation platform overlooking.
Oh, there's zero reason to buy the new models. And I would not encourage you to buy the new Blood Angel models. Speak with your wallet about how unhappy you are with their designs. Because honestly, that's the best way to do it. Oh my god, look at the hordes in the distance. Is it Black Templar? Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if it was Black Templar or if it was Death Watch. Because I could tell the black armor, but...
Swarm is climbing.
Oh my god, it's so badass. So visceral. I can't wait. Ugh! I hope it feels good. Like, it looks great. But I hope the actual... I mean, and it sounds like it will be because I will admit that the sound effects of the impacts sounds great as well. But I'm hoping that when I'm actually physically, you know, playing, whether it be with a controller or with my mouse and keyboard, because I will be playing on PC, I'm hoping it just feels good while I'm playing it. Like, that's what I'm really hoping. I don't think there's anybody out there right now who isn't hyped for Space Marine 2. I have not talked to a single person on the internet yet who hasn't been like, oh yes, Space Marine 2, totally not looking forward to that, Massacre. It's gonna be totally terrible. The Boulder does sound amazing. I completely agree. I really hope all the other weapons live up to the same... the same, like... Yes! I hope they live up to the same caliber of quality. Oh, look at all the gargoyles in the sky.
Move to extract.
Dude, that's sick. Why are we getting picked up by... Were we being picked up by Ultramarine? I guess it makes sense. Oh my god, did you see the heretics? Shit, they look so good. I don't care about the Ultramarines. Show me those heretics. I just want to play as Nurgle. I just want to be a Death Guard. That's all I want. And then I'll play as a Thousand Sun. And then we'll play as a Noise Marine. And then we'll finally end on Khorne. That's my order. Not really, actually. Slaanesh weaves her way into higher ranks, but... No! Leave the poor Thousand Sun. No! Stop being dicks and teaming up on him! Dude, I like that you actually get to put the flag down. It's not you capturing a flag. You are like, my flag! Here's my banner. Come on, Chaos, you can do it! Where is my Death Guard boy? I mean, don't get me wrong, seeing the Thousand Sun is very cool. But maybe he should stop going after the entire team of Ultramarines by himself. Yes! Ooh! I like that you can go invisible. That's frackin' cool. Yes! My Nurgle son. And he murdered the filthy corpse god worshipper. No!
Traitor kill confirmed.
My poor boy. Yes! Alfarius would be proud. Oh, no, my god, now he's not so proud. Did you see the little icon in the distance? Was he carrying a bro? Who got the victory? Was it Chaos? No. Ah! Boo! Boo! GW favoritism that I don't approve of. It's because I really, really have a fondness for Death Guard, and I really, really, really love Egypt and like ancient Egypt stuff. And so the fact that the Thousand Sons have all of that. Okay, but hold on, we have to go back and take a look real quick because we're not at the time. There was definitely a scene where in like the distance you saw somebody carrying somebody, I think, like in a silhouette.
Refilling rounds.
Okay, I think it's more this way.
Establish dominance.
No, my Death Guard friend! Do you think it was around this portion, though?
Do not give an inch.
No! That's a good boy. Okay, I think it was after the Death Guard kill. No, my friend, he died. Okay, there's that one there. There was... I swear there was like... a silhouette. Okay, there's that one. There. What has he got? What does John have back here? Is he carrying somebody? Does he have a heavy weapon? What is going on? Because that looks weird, right? Does that not look sort of strange? Corn berserkers with bolt guns feels... Where's the chain? You know what? That is true. That is a true Eternal Crusader. You know, did we actually see Corn in this? I don't think we did. I think we saw Alpha Legion... I almost said Necron. Death Guard... Thousand Sons, and then... What was the fourth? Was it actually Corn? Because I'm not convinced it was. Oh, he's carrying a heavy bolter. Okay, because it definitely looks like this is a leg of the person here that he's carrying, and there's just like an arm hanging down. Do you see? Like, I'm not crazy. I might be crazy, but I feel that's what I saw initially. This looks amazing though. Like, check out just also can we enjoy the insanity of this environment? Like, this looks so cool. Look at like all the details. The fact that they actually put like bookshelves in, they furnished the damn place. And we have all of the like reliquaries and statues and just like stuff hanging on the like. This is why when I see the new Blood Angels or I see Inquisitor Cortez and I look at them and I'm like, I'm sad about it because this is what we're losing. This ornamentation. I mean, heck, even when we look at, oh my God, look how cool this is. Like, Dark Angels, I think, are the one faction in Loyalist Space Marines recently that have survived the weird purge of just iconography. And I think it's because they're just knights. They're not like Templars, like the Black Templar, like literally crusading Templars. So they don't have that like sort of zealous xenophobic association with them. So they get away with it. But like, I feel like anything that has any kind of remotely potentially negative connotation with IRL problems has just been cut. And it's so upsetting because when you look at this, like, look how cool they are. So it was Black Legion. So there wasn't Khorne specifically. It was Black Legion, Thousand Sons, Nurgle, and Alpha Legion. Which is why it feels probably weird. Because I don't think he's a World Eater. I think this is just Black Legion. Right? Do World Eaters have... I thought World Eaters have white armor. See, I don't know if the Black Templar really got fully their stuff because they're Templars. But yeah, the Blood Angels are very bland. I completely agree. I mean, sure, you can easily convert the Cotes, but the problem is I'm probably...
As the cultist of chaos, I cannot let this stand!
Okay, what is it?
It's a word bearer.
Wait, this is a word bearer? No.
It's also, no, it's a corn berserker.
Wait, this is a corn berserker? Oh.
Yeah, he has a corn symbol on his knee.
Oh, I totally took this as
He's got the corn thing on his head.
I took that as the Thousand Sun little...
No.
I misread that. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Please, slap me. Okay, thank you.
I saw the red though, and I thought it was a word bearer at first, but now that I can see it in higher resolution.
Well, see, I saw the red and...
Black Legion.
Yeah, this is Black Legion for sure. This
Alpha Legion.
Yeah, this is Alpha Legion. I knew that. Death Guard, Black Legion, Alpha Legion. I genuinely thought this was Thousand Suns. I don't know why, but you're right. He doesn't have the little thing.
Symbol.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a corn symbol. I'm a fool. The Eternal Crusader, you are redeemed. Chaos Cultist has redeemed you. I was just an idiot. So sorry. So sorry. I can't believe. I just see the tall, the tall, what do you even call those? It's the horns on a helmet. What are the, when you put decorum like that on a helmet, is there a specific word for that? World Eaters used to be white and blue, but they became... Oh! I think I only know the World Eater colors from the Horus Heresy then. Because I genuinely did not associate World Eaters with red at all. I learned something new today. Yeah, I genuinely thought they were still their 30k color. Is it? Yeah, headdress, I guess? Yeah, I guess I saw this headdress. And I immediately saw the height of it and went, that is the Thousand Sun little, headdress that they have. But no, you're right. That's corn. That's totally corn. Well, I lose 30 nerd points for that fallacy. Oh, God, look how beautiful he is, though. My Death Guard boy. That's the one we really care about. Mors mihi est artis. Mors mihi est artis. What is that in Latin? Or fake Latin? What is that in German, or not German? What is that in GW Latin? Because I feel like that might be something. Which also, really cool that they're actually putting these... This is what I love. It's these little elements that I love when the devs who work on 40k games especially, but really devs that work on any IP that is associated with a different media that is not explicitly video games in the first place, and they bring it to life in video games, when they get to that level of detail, it's probably so good. You just got an email from GW. It seems like this show is just Kill Team. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense to me, and I'm kind of excited to see what they have. I wonder what that means they're going to talk about for an hour and a half, because maybe they have a roadmap. Okay. Maybe they actually have a roadmap for us about what the next thing is going to be. I'm just going to refresh Twitch, make sure they haven't started. No, that's the one from last week. Okay, yeah, we've got 10 minutes still. But yeah, I'm so pleased with how this is looking. I also just want to call out, I love this freaking marble floor. It just looks so cool. I can't get over the environments in this game, let alone all of the big creatures. They're so good. It's going to be so fun. Even the doors. I think death to me is an art. Ah! That is so fucking metal. Hold on. Where was it? That's so fucking metal. They're so edgelord. Death is my art. Either way, it's great. Oh my god, we paused it right as they were blowing up the head of somebody. Oh no, that's going behind. That's a missed shot, I think. I thought for a second that this Ultramarine's head had been exploded off with Nurgle rot, and I was really about to get excited, and then I realized I'm wrong. But yes, it is. This is beautiful. You thought it was death is my reward. Oh my god, all of these are great. Regardless, I don't care which of them is correct. All of them are appropriate and beautiful, and I love it. Because it's perfect for a Space Marine. It's also, again, a just genuinely lovely detail that I think is great. And I know I've said this about a dozen times at this point, but the fact that they actually are taking us to so many locations, like, because we have some PvE stuff in, like, the jungle. We know we're going to Imperial City because we've seen scenes from that. Obviously, they have these gorgeous interiors worked out and exteriors for, like, Imperial cities, possibly, like, churches, etc. And I just think it's so awesome. And it makes me want to paint all of my terrain. Marines blowing each other's heads off with a variety of cool weapons, and Angela's observation is, I like the marble floors. I mean, listen, it's cool. It's a gorgeous setting for them to be murdering each other in. And also, what's cool about it is it's getting destroyed. Like, look at all the shit on the ground. It's like he slammed that in and there's like little rubble pieces around it. Like, it's cool. I love environments in games. I think they're really neat, and I think, like, oftentimes get underappreciated immensely because everybody just focuses on, like, the character models and all of that, which, don't get me wrong, the character models are freaking stunning in this game, and we've already obsessed over them a bunch, but, like, I love this. It's so good. Look at all those, look at, hold on, look at the, do I not have a way to, look at the, like, battle damage. It's so cool. It's, like, left on there, right there. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's all down there. Because they've been fighting in here already. And the fact that it's actually, like, keeping that and, like, oh, look how destroyed the Aquila is. Yes. It's so good. It's just so good. Oh, you think they went live on Twitch? They did go live on Twitch. Look at that. Alrighty. Well, we're here. It's starting soon. Is everybody hyped? Because I'm hyped. Woo! Kill Team! Honestly, it's really nice to see. Kill Team gets some cool models. I feel like we haven't seen anything from them in a while. When was the last Kill Team announcement, actually? Because I can't actually remember the last one that we would have seen. Specifically. I haven't missed that many of the previews, I don't think. Like, I know I missed the Age of Sigmar one last weekend. But I do not remember. Was it the one with the doors? Was that the last Kill Team set we've seen? Was when they did, like, the interior with the doors and stuff? Votan and Gene Stealer cults. Okay, that was the last one that we saw. How long ago was that? Because that was around the time when the Votan were initially launched? Or was that post? Was that like a year after they had launched? God, how long have the Votan been out now? My sense of time is, like, completely thrown off because I haven't been following GW as closely because I've been so disappointed in their product line. Nice. Well, hopefully then, Robert, you won't be disappointed with today's show, and they give us some good information. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they updated them too. I was really impressed with how they updated the Kroot. So I'm optimistic about the Vespids, and I hope we get some really cool poses. I hope they're very energetic. They've shown them zipping around a lot in all the trailers, and so I think it'd be very cool to see some of them like flying and like looking like they're skimming over the ground, etc. As we've been seeing them do, which I think would be really cool. I'm also excited to see the Scion Tempestus, to be honest, though. Like, I do love the Imperial Guard, and I feel like the Imperial Guard is, like, one of the few factions for the Imperium as a whole that isn't getting, like, completely stripped of all its decor. So I'm optimistic that we'll get some cool stuff. Oh, we've had a few releases for Kill Team recently? Okay, cool. Yes, I have seen your Mandrakes. They look amazing. Oh, that's right. That was the set with the Night Lords. I need to get that one. And or just buy the Night Lords off of somebody, because I really want the Night Lord models. Oh, there's gonna... I'm sure there will be, because of the Vespids flying, potentially. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tactical rocks, steel beams. Let's hope that they're not flying stands. Let's hope that they're not flying stands, because flying stands are so annoying. GW does a terrible job with those. They're just fiddly. No one likes them. I don't know a single person. And if you're the one person, comment in chat and be like, I like the flying stands, but I know no one that likes those. Any iteration of them either. Like, there's been no single iteration that I am aware of that comes directly from Games Workshop. I'm not saying that there aren't, like, alternates out there that you can buy to make them more stable and, like, actually have them be functionable. But, like, the ones that GW sells us with their kits as is, I've never heard anyone say they like the flying stands. So let's hope they're not that. Ah, yes, the Scouts with the Scorpions. That felt ages ago. Well, hopefully you'll be able to find them. I don't know how frequent or how in demand some of these sets are now, because I feel like, at least in my local area, I feel like my friendly local game stores have all had the most recent box sets for pretty much all. Are we listening to Lord of the Rings music? It feels very Lord of the Rings, what they have on right now. I don't know how in demand they are. Like, I know they might still be selling out online, but if you do have a local game store, I would genuinely recommend checking with them. Because when I was trying to get the Old World releases, I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to find the Tomb Kings one because it had sold out online. And then it was everywhere in all of my local game stores. And I wasn't worried about it anymore. Oh, do we get Kill Team releases every 3 months or so? Okay, that's actually more consistent than I had thought, so that's great. I'm glad that they are actually really supporting the system again. Because I feel like there was a point prior to one of the more recent... I don't know how recent it is now. But one of the more recent editions that they had, like, really changed some things and made it not as supported. And then they relaunched it and, like, have been supporting it again. Which hopefully will continue. I mean, the fact that they're doing an entire preview solely around and focused on Kill Team makes me optimistic that they're continuing to invest in Kill Team, which makes sense. Like, genuinely, because Kill Team is, I think, like, their main competitor to game systems like Shatterpoint and probably Infinity to a certain extent. And honestly, what's it called? Is it Firestrike, Firestarter, Firestorm, something like that? It's the Warlord Games one, or not the Warlord Games, the Mantic one. And I can't remember what it is specifically, but like I feel like this is competing with those more skirmish games, and if they want to actually do that, they should. Oh. Commander, stand by for mission critical data. Priority assets. I didn't get to finish reading that. How dare you, Games Workshop. Kill Team.
Hi, my name's Lewis, and welcome
Hello,
to the Kill
Lewis.
Team Preview Show. War rages eternal in the 41st millennium as we take a look at the amazing new edition of
Dead
Warhammer
Zone.
40,000
Thank you.
Kill
Thank
Team.
you.
I'll be joined by experts from the design studio to talk through all the things you'll want to know. Lore, miniatures, and gameplay. We will spare no details. But before we get into it, we've got something pretty awesome to show you.
What is it? Games Workshop, I've already watched this trailer. You launched it yesterday. Well, for those of you that have not seen the really cool trailer talking about what's coming in this Kill Team box set, here you go. To be fair, it is a really badass trailer, and I love the way that they've animated the Tau. Also, this little spider turret guy, so cute. GW's audio is low. Let me boost them. You've watched this trailer 7 times? Beautiful. Well, here's number 8. Let me know if the audio is better now. I bumped the desktop audio a smidge. I wish they would make a movie like this. This would just be cool. Like, give me an animated movie about the Scions versus anybody, and I'll take it. God, it's so badass! For the Emperor! Oh, bro does not have an arm anymore, but he is not giving up. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's just ornate. They kept it grimdark. I believe because they're Tempestus Scions, they're just very honored, and therefore they're embellished.
So good. Don't worry if you missed it or if you want to catch that again.
Agreed,
we'll be showing
Duncan.
that video at the end of this preview. Right now, though, I'm joined by Wade and Elliot from the Warhammer Studios to chat about the new edition of Kill Team. Guys, welcome.
New edition!
Hey, thanks, man.
Super excited to have you guys. So, a new edition of Kill Team. So, this isn't seasonal content like Gallo Dark or Nightmare that we've seen previously. This is a brand new edition. So, tell us a little bit about it.
Cool. So yeah, so it's a restart in a way. So we have all of our.
James, we're deep into. Well, we're not deep. We just started the preview. Don't worry. But welcome, welcome. Volume's good. Okay, good.
We like where Kill Team's at, and so what that means is that for veteran players, it's going to feel very familiar with some targeted improvements. One of the big things we've done is we've made the game more accessible than ever before.
I
So for new
boosted it
players
just a
on
little bit
board,
more. Let me know.
people that are maybe on the fringe of the game, it's going to be easier than ever to get stuck into skirmish combat.
Also, I'm super excited about it. Can I be really cheeky and ask, do we have like a rough idea of when this is going to be landing?
Yeah, I believe pre-order September, release in October, so not too far away.
Okay. So an
yeah,
October
that'll
release,
kick off the
September
season for
pre-order.
us.
So end of
we'll have
September, more than likely.
Year's worth of content with that new edition as well. So yeah, lots of
And a year's worth of content. So we will potentially see a roadmap.
Some cinematic as well, and I think I saw a giant gun in there. I think I did. So
probably did.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So Wade, can you tell us a little bit about that? Tell us about the setting of the new edition now.
So the new box Hivestorm.
No, there are
is set
no
in the
actual
world of
Warhammer
Vaults,
movies. There are
which
ones
is
that
the
are kind of like
Imperium
spoofing
Arc
it
and the Expanse,
or very
taking the
reminiscent.
opportunity to look more at the
What is that
ongoing
one
war
in
between the Tau
particular?
Empire and the forces of the Imperium in that particular
I'll
region
ask
of
Chaos
space.
Cultist
And that
because
game
I
is
don't remember
as
the name of
the
it, but
great
I've watched
gun, as
it
it's known,
relatively
that sacred
recently.
death, massive
And it was
resource. So that forms the
actually
backdrop
great,
for
and it was
a lot of
very
the early
40k.
stages of the war. There are various factions who'd quite like to be able to turn that earth-shattering power of the gun.
It was a
to their
horror
own ends.
movie.
So you see an awful lot of different kill teams fighting in and around the environs of the Great Gun, where they can't quite commit full-scale forces to the war just yet.
Yeah, we saw some Astra Militarum in there as well. Can you tell us a bit about those?
So they're the Tempestus Aquilons.
Yes.
These are Tempestus Scions we're already familiar with. These are the special forces, essentially, of the Astra Militarum. And we know that they deploy by Valkyrie, they deploy by Gravshoot. These are specially trained, dedicated Tempestus Scion troops who...
Oh, you have 3 concerts that month as well? Well, prioritize, I suppose.
With specially modified war gear, cut down las carbines, hotshot las weapons that we associate with the Tempestus Scions, but modified...
That's true. Dune is very, very
forces are
much...
And we also saw some sort of like winged...
A source
insectoid
material
bringers
for
of death in
GW
there.
product line,
So
for
these
sure.
are the Vespid Stingwings, getting a bit of an update after the best part of 20 years, I think, since we first saw them. These are auxiliaries of the Tau Empire, alien auxiliaries, going places that the Tau themselves can't go, kitted out with all sorts of wonderful weapons, facilitated by the Earthcast engineers of the Tau Empire. And you see a few developments from the neutron blasters that we first saw equipped on the...
It might be
Stingwings
Event
as well.
Horizon.
And there's a few
I think
tweakers
Event
and
Horizon
tweaks
is
that
what
the
I'm
Earthcast
thinking
engineers
of.
have made
Not
available
Starship
to
Troopers,
Vespid,
although Starship
sending
Troopers
them to
definitely
places that
has
can't quite send them
40k
to
vibes as well. And gives you the same, like, imperial
throughout the preview as well. Next up, let's check out
vibes.
what you can
Like,
look
it just
forward
feels
to
the
with
same.
new
But
edition.
I think Mutant Chronicles is also... But no, I think it's Event Horizon. Because that one's on, like... There's, like, a... Basically, what I remember of it... Is it Event Horizon?
Mutant Chronicles.
Oh, it's Mutant Chronicles.
You up it?
I did, yes. Is
Just
it
now, or?
not I upped it a little while ago, but not okay. Is that's the one with the spaceship?
Chronicles?
Yeah, Mutant Chronicles.
Ron Perlman, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's Mutant Chronicles then is what I'm thinking of. With Ron Perlman. Oh, look at them! Oh, I like them. Okay.
So that was Kill Team Hivestorm. Wade, what sort of experience are players in for with this?
So Kill Team is fast-paced, furious skirmish combat. It's quite
Starship
different
Troopers
to
is still
the next battles that
40k
you
for
see on the
sure.
Warhammer 40K
It's just
battlefields.
that...
I'm trying to capture that in the tone of the battle.
Trust me, it's definitely still 40K.
All the fictions written in the present tense. To
They're
really
so
give a sense
good looking,
of that
right?
Immediacy, the really frenetic, fast.
Event Horizon is the
firefights
one
that
with the
you get
warp
in these
ship.
Kill Team
Okay.
games.
Nice. And you mentioned the weapon world of Vulcus earlier when we were chatting. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Okay, so it was a hive world, but it's developed this enormous defensive weapon that's really come to become...
Honestly, I think
identifiable
both
part of
then
the
feel
culture
very
of the world
40k.
and
Because
the
maybe
people
Event
of the
Horizon
world
is the one I'm
venerate
thinking
it.
of. Because no, the ship
There
is
are
the...
enormous
I think the one with the
ceremonies
ship is what I'm
associated with
thinking
the
of.
preparing of the rounds and the firing of the gun, but it is a weapon that could be turned to all sorts of other uses if you were, an invading Tau force. Or an
Starship
Orc
Troopers, the
force.
movie
So
is
we've
Imperial
seen,
Guard, the
a
book
few
is
of the
Space
other,
Marines. You know what, that makes
forces
sense.
that might take an interest in capturing the weapon for themselves, but there will be Imperial forces who
I agree. I think the Vespids look
And as we've just seen there
great.
as well, like some of the contents in the box, it looks like an absolutely amazing.
I
effort.
love the
Can
way
you
that
talk
they've
us
done
through
their
that?
wings. I think
Yeah,
they
there's a lot
look
of bang in
really,
this
really
box.
cool.
Lots and lots of things in it for sure. So you get the 2 new teams, the Aquilons and the Vespid Stingwings.
Oh, the
which are
Quilon,
really
sorry.
exciting. We'll talk a little bit about them later. You get a brand new kill zone.
I thought they
which
were
is,
Tempest
the
Test
kill zone of the
Scions.
year, if you like. It's called Vulcus. Now this is a very dense city-like kill zone. And so lots of heavy terrain and 2 big dominant strongholds, which will naturally the battle.
I
revolve
love the
around those
Vespids.
2.
I think they look so
And so
cool.
It really feels like you're in a city fight. You get the new equipment upgrade pack.
I like the guy
which is
with the
fantastic.
helmet.
So there's
Like the
and
little
this is
Tau
universal
helmet.
equipment now as well as faction equipment, and that universal equipment is obviously available to everyone. But things in there include terrain features, so you can take ladders and barbed wire and mines and heavy barricades.
Ooh,
And so you can place all that in the
interesting.
kill zone as a choice thing. You can set it up as you want. And so it really adds to that dense feel of the kill zone, but also gives you players that sort of...
Oh, look at the
tactical
cool new
flexibility,
barbed
which is quite
wire.
nice. There is a new mission pack, the approved ops mission pack. So,
Okay, new mission
so
pack, everybody.
There are various different ones. In
They
Kill
are
Team.
Scions? Okay.
There's some in the core book. That's
what they called them in the-
approved opses are most up-to-date.
Oh,
compatible
they're a
way to play, if you like,
subset
and
of
that's the
Scions.
season thing.
Okay, okay.
And so that's got some really nice changes for the year of competitive play, which is great. And then you've also got, obviously, the core book, which has all the new core rules, and you have what's called the Hivestorm dossier. So it's the book that goes with this release. It has the rules for those 2 teams, but it also has an exciting mission pack in called Airborne Assault. And so that's if you want to recreate a mission where everyone can parachute into
I
the kill
love
zone
the like canisters with the smoke coming out. Like there's so many little detailed things that they give you in Kill Team for like terrain and scatter terrain. It's so cool.
Where one person's setting up to defend and the attackers coming out the sky to attack them. That's quite fun.
That's awesome. So what are some of the big like headlines for this new edition then? Can you talk us through those?
Sure, yeah. So I mentioned it earlier.
I agree.
Accessibility
It looks
is the main
insane.
one. So we've got some really exciting developments to make the game really easy to get into and really approachable. The first one is that all faction
Is the
rules are
Pentagon
gonna be
that
free
weird,
online
like,
today.
where they were using, like,
And so they will be
symbols
our live source
for
of
measuring
rules, which is
indicators
also
rather
really
than
good for
just
updates, things
fracking
like that. It's just
saying
really
the
intrusive
amount?
documents, which is really
Is that
nice.
what that was? Because
If
I
you
do
want
remember
to
that
check
being
out
so
Team
dumb,
give it a
and
go,
I'm glad if
just
they've
download it and see if it's
have
for you
removed
before
that.
you go and pick up those models, which is really nice.
You saw a skull where you
So
remember the
no longer have to
Pentagon
buy
being, so the
books
measuring
to
tools,
use
but
them.
not the symbols.
There will be cards to go with
Let's
them if you want
everybody
them,
fingers
so
crossed that the
things, so
tools
we
are
have two hard
different
copy
and not
references, but,
dumb like they were.
All rules are online for free, which is really nice. The other thing we've done is we've reworked a lot of the language of the game, and so it's a lot more accessible for new players. Writing it for the 99%, and so the average person can pick it up and give it a go. But what's important is that it's still there for the 1% too. So what we've done is we've partitioned the rules quite nicely. The core rules are actually quite slimmed down and contained within one section.
Nice.
And then you have a key principles section, which is more of your advanced terms. So once you start to get a greater understanding of the game, you can refer to the key principles to sort of.
Got it. Okay, that's what I thought.
Particular situations
That's
that don't
not.
all the time.
I
which is
don't
really
like. I
nice.
didn't like that either.
And so,
I thought it was a little bit
that
strange. I'm glad that they may
accessibility
seem
is
like
one
they
of the
are doing
key
away with
themes
it.
for the edition. The other thing we've done is we put the kill back in Kill Team.
Oh yeah, no, the
Most
measuring
missions
tools
now
are
have something called
always
Kill Op,
convenient.
whereby
I will
you get
admit.
rewarded for being active and
But
taking out enemy
having
operatives.
weird,
And as
nonsensical
your
like
kill grade
ways
goes up,
to
you get more
measure
victory
is
for it.
what makes it
And
weird.
So, yeah,
which is
so
not what
getting
you
stuck
want.
in and being aggressive now is definitely a feature, as it should be for a game.
I agree, Adam.
To kill
It
each other.
really threw me off.
So
I was like, why
especially
didn't you
the way
just
the game
make
works with conceal,
the
you can play defensively. That's going to create a
the
really nice
symbols that
push
you
and pull with your
use for
opponents,
this to
when
represent the
attack,
number
when
of
to be more
inches
defensive,
that
so
it's going to be?
kills,
So like
that
a
kind of
triangle
thing.
should be 3,
So yeah,
a
it's gonna be
square
really
should be
nice back and
4,
forth with the
a
kill.
pentagram should be
And I know
or
a
not
ton of people are
pentagram,
super excited for
pentagon
this
should be
edition. What sort of
5,
different ways
etc.
Let's kind of experience the game.
So we have our standard way of playing, which is PvP, me against you type thing. But we also have a new feature we're really excited about, which is solo and co-op mode. Okay. So
A
this is gonna do
solo
a few
mode.
things. First of all, if you are teaching new people to play, sometimes it's not the best experience to say, I've played 150 games, come get smashed by me. That's not necessarily the best way to introduce someone. And equally, you won't have the best experience if you're deliberately making mistakes to try and help them out. So co-op is a really nice way where you can play with someone against procedure.
I love how they painted the Vespid wings as well.
Bad guys. These bad guys are going to come at you, and then me and you can team up and we can take them down together, which is a really nice way.
Okay, I love the fact that they're actually doing a
It's
co-op
also gonna
mode
give us
for
a nice cinematic
introductory
experience.
lessons.
So,
That's
if me and
great.
you are teaming up against hordes of bad guys, which is quite fun. So let's
Also,
say
you could
some
just do
Hawkers
it
or Hawkers
because you
against
like
running at
doing
us.
it.
I cover the left, you cover the right. We're going to gun them down
Nice.
and have that sort of hold out, defend the bunker type.
That's so
type
fun.
mission.
I love that
So
idea.
it's going to give us a very different experience to the PvP you would get. And as I mentioned, we're also going to get some solo play modes. So this all
Tell
works
me about
solo
that.
as well, which is nice. And so if you're not in an active community, you don't get to play as often as you like, or you want to try out some new teams at home, or if that's just how you game, if you just like creating your own narrative and playing solo, it's all going to support that as well, which is really nice. And so we're going to support that with the quarterly releases, but there's also going to
That
be
is
free
such an
downloads and
interesting
packs
thing
for
that
solo
I have
active modes.
not
So
necessarily
really excited
seen in
Next up,
wargaming
let's check out the
specifically.
Tempestus Aquilons.
Like, I see solo gameplay added into board games all of the time. Like, so many games now are, like, deliberately designed with the potential of a solo mode in the design, like, Bible already. Like, or in their design concept already. However, I have, like, Chaos Cultist, if you're in chat still, and anybody else who's like an old school wargamer, is that common? Do they do solo? Like, have you seen a war game have a solo mode before? And if so, which one? I mean, Duncan, I think that's what they're trying to do. Is they're specifically
Yes, the
trying to change our
Tempestus
minds,
Aquilons
right?
Spring into action and they are armed to the
You play
teeth.
Kill Team
What
with
can you
yourself
tell us
and
a
you
little
never
bit
win?
about how
I'm so
the
sorry,
Aston
Edgar.
Materium fit into this setting now.
So Volcus is an Imperial world, ostensibly. The Tau Empire have got their eyes on it, but the Imperium is sending in some of their best forces to make sure the Tau can't claim it without a fight. And they're sending in the special forces, and the Tempestus Aquilons are a special breed, even within the elite of the Tempestus Scions. The Tempestus Scions are the special forces recruited from all over the worlds that the Astra Militarum recruits from, trained to an even higher standard than regular Astra Militarum troopers, and the Aquilons are trained experts.
Why do both of the faces of the non-helmeted characters look like they're severely like
they need to be.
Like they've had too much sun, and their skin is like stretched.
So, like, Elliot, tell me about some of your like top favorite features.
Like it's so taut. Her flesh is so taut.
So they really capture that special forces with drop.
She's had some
feel.
extreme
so
Botox.
These sort of nice graph shoots on their backs, but you don't have like a lot of excess things hanging off them, which is obviously important for dropping out of a high altitude plane.
Yeah.
So little things like, for example.
Well, yeah, no, solo games have definitely been increased, surely since COVID, of course, but like mostly in board games. I just haven't seen it in wargaming.
The pack, they can discard it and then plug in their cables. Little things like that. They won't have sort of scabbards or pouches hanging off. They're all very streamlined, which really captures that drop forces feel, which is cool.
Can you tell me the difference between a Scion and an Aquilon?
So I guess the Aquilon is a more of a specialist.
Yes.
They're both highly trained special forces, elite humans.
Yeah.
But the Aquilons, their role is to drop in from the sky. And so whilst
Oh,
the
5
Scions
parsecs from home is a skirmish game?
if you need a shock assault drop troop, there's no one better.
Okay, I have not heard of that one. I'll have to look into that.
Nice. And in terms of gameplay then, how does that sort of like apply like when you're playing the game on the battlefield?
So really fun rules.
You know, Adam, you're
so
probably right. I do think sometimes the heavy metal like paint style really
can be set up above.
makes some of the faces look a little strange in certain ways because they really emphasize certain things in a, like because of their highlighting system and everything. And I completely agree with you.
So that would be 2/3 of your team. You can set up drop markers, and then as the game progresses, you slowly move up these drop markers.
Maybe she did.
Remove one. But
Maybe that's what it is. She's just like
zeroing in on where you're going to drop. And when you activate an octave that's above, they can either stay there or they can drop in. And so what this gives you is a very shock assault type team, where your opponent's like,
I do like shock assault.
I don't know. And so if your opponent pushes up too far, they can drop in with melter guns and melter bombs and really go in loud. Drop hots, as one of their ploys is called. But also you can use it as quite a nice like sort of bluff threat type thing. Your opponent doesn't want to push too close because they might
tell me about the cute turret
and drop somewhere else. And so yeah, this sort of a very aggressive marker as it moves up means they have this very
cool
style, which is really nice.
I feel like there's been a very large surge of miniature agnostic games recently.
There's quite a few. So for the elites, they also have some specialists.
Oh, did Dust 1947 have a solo mode? I did not know that. It's a shame they're not around anymore. Because Dust died, right? Like they stayed dead, from my understanding. I don't think they like revitalized themselves.
Which is great. And then she can double strike.
Oh yeah, no, GW is kind of hit or miss when it comes to faces, for sure.
She's very effective at assassinating things.
Oh yeah, no, co-op games are some of my favorite. I am a when I first was getting into gaming more hardcore, like specifically board gaming, but just like in general, co-op is where I leaned into because I just it took some of the pressure off of learning the game off of me and allowed me to just be like, oh, I'm paying attention to how these other players are doing it. Let me like learn from that experience. It's really good.
You've also got the gunfighter, the gun-toting pistolier. This one's really cool. It can shoot 2 targets.
Oh my god, a turret plushie would be so cute. Somebody who knows how to crochet should absolutely do that. Because I don't know how either.
Servo sentry.
Yes.
I think that's the servo skull from.
I know, right? Like it's not.
Plugged into.
They're not pleasant. They don't know how to make them like.
It's your gun turret.
I mean, I get it. They're guardsmen. They're in war. They're not supposed to be pretty or whatever. Like it's supposed to be. But like they just.
It's quite flexible. So if you want to go,
it's rough. It's just rough.
And just go bang. It's good.
Nice. That all sounds amazing. I cannot wait for them to arrive. Now, we've chatted about the Tempestus Aquilons, and I bet you're itching to find out about the Vespids.
Yes, tell us about the Vespids. That's what we're all here for. You know what? There you go, Alex. Maybe that's what it is. They are really going to milk this trailer through this stream as frequently as they possibly can. Oh, they're so cute.
The Vespid Stingwings burst onto the scene with a brand new look and a kill team too.
It's
Now, Lee,
interesting
what
to
are
me
the
that they're
Vespid and
referred
what
to
is
as a
their relationship
strain,
with the Tau Empire?
So the
which
Vespids
makes me
are
think
an
that they're like a
insectoid
disease.
species of aliens used as
Like I feel like
auxiliaries
that's
by
what
the Tau
that's how
Empire.
you
They were
refer to
discovered
like,
relatively
here's
early
this
in the
particular
expansion
strain
of
of
the
like
Tau Empire,
DNA,
and their
or this
homeworld,
particular
the gas
strain of
giant,
like
that produces
virus.
These interesting crystals that we see as a feature of their weapons, the neutron blasters and derivations of that weapons technology.
Oh my
that the
god,
Tau Earth cast
yes,
and
that
made
is
available
exactly who they
to
were
their
referencing. Lady
trusted
Cassandra from Doctor
favourite
Who, the
allied
stretched
auxiliaries.
woman,
That
yeah,
also allowed
the
Tau
last
Empire
human
to
on Earth.
send these winged creatures in to places that regular Tau couldn't go. Even
Robert,
the
no
Kriegs couldn't
problem
go
if you have
and
to
conduct
leave. I
particular
completely
operations
understand.
that,
Thank you for
the other
hanging out while you could.
representatives of the Tau Empire can't quite conduct. And if some of those non-Tau lives are lost in the process, that's very regrettable altogether. But it
Oh, I
does preserve
love
some Tau
BattleTech.
lives.
BattleTech has
And we're
some
seeing
great
the,
miniatures.
Communion helm, the really distinctive-looking Tau piece of war gear on the helmet of the Strain leader that leads those Vespids. There's all sorts of scurrilous.
Yeah,
rumors
right?
that
It's
maybe
kind
that's
of a
sort
weird
mind
word for,
control
like,
device,
to
but
refer
it's never
to
been proven.
the
The Tau Ethereal cast definitely insists it's just to facilitate
grouping of
communication between the
Vespids.
Tau Empire
The
and
Swarm?
Vespids.
I mean, I know they're not using
And
Swarm
these
because that's what
Vespids look
Tyranids
absolutely
do.
awesome as well. I
But
imagine
like
that
Vespids are
people are gonna
bugs. They
have so
are a
much fun
swarm.
painting these. What I want to know is
The
you've got your
Hive?
Vex, you've got your Vespids. What colours are you guys going for? What sort of scheme are we going for?
That's a good question. For those of you that want to paint Vespids, colors. Let's talk colors. How beautiful are you going to make them? What bug are you going to base them off of? Are you basing them off a bug, or are you just going to go wild and do your own thing? Do you have a particular color mind or color scheme that you've been like working with on your Tau for ages, and you're like, it has to match this?
Yeah, that's right. There's some models from
There you
long
go,
time
Robert.
ago
You can totally
who's
do
now
that.
Reinvented and readapted, and they're looking really cool. With sort of the modern technology you get and the modern design principles, they're super dynamic, big wings.
I
flying
kind of like
around,
the
perching
orange,
on rocks,
I'll
kind of
admit.
thing.
You want to make them look like hornets? That could be cool. Black, yellow. Love it.
Yeah, they're going to be really nice.
It's great. They've had a
Oh, they've
proper
referred to
as
them
well.
as a
So what's
strain
their
since
sort of
4th edition?
playstyle
Okay.
on the tabletop?
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I've just never heard that. I really associate like strain with like viral or like DNA things, not like
easy one. They all fly, and so
larger
having
living organism groups.
maneuverability, is going to be one of their key features. One of the
Oh,
most
color
games
shift is going to be
dart
so
around, get
cool
into
on
places
these
that you
guys.
can't.
That's going to look amazing. Are you putting it just like, are you putting it on their carapaces, or are you putting it on the wings, or are you going to do both and do different colors on the wings versus the carapace?
Which we'll talk about in a sec. Not necessarily going to be able to take as many hits. So they're very much a glass.
Oh yeah, turbo. I actually have a couple
Now, the
turbo door
neutron
color
weapons
shifts
they
that I
all
have not
have,
tried yet.
powered by
That
the-
might be
by the
fun to do.
crystals.
I have like a
That
pinky
is
purple,
kind of
which would be really
integral
cool.
to Vespid IP.
Ooh, like
Really
Cazadors?
trying to capture that.
Oh, that's gonna be so
So
cool.
first off, the
Screw
the
Cazadors though.
harmonics
Oh
of
my
those
god,
wings
they are
powered
like
up.
they
And
those
so
little
we've made rules
buggers
them whereby when they move
in
the
New
guns get
Vegas
better.
are the
And so if you
worst.
sort of stay up top and don't do much and just fire away, you're actually gonna be less effective than if you're moving around.
I mean, I get it. I understand. That makes sense. It's just, I think it's also because they just have, they've already used other buggy
The other
words
thing
for other
is that
things. Is
they're quite
also
a-
true.
They're insectile species, maybe quite.
Good morning,
go
Sean.
from
Welcome to
base
the
for
stream.
instincts. They'll swarm their opponents.
Just on the carapaces, the wings are going to
And
do
so
different
the Tau
colors.
use
Sick. That's going to be
communion
awesome.
helms and other nefarious things potentially to sort of keep them control and put enact a bit of tactical knowledge. on them.
Ooh, that'll be so
So what
cool.
we've done is we've done a system called communion points. Okay, and so you'll generate communion points, and as a
Okay,
player, you're
commun-
effectively the Tau handler, the person that's overseeing these Vespid. Okay, and you'll then spend those points to put a bit of tactical knowledge on them. If you don't, they'll always have to attack or charge the closest thing, and they can't perform mission actions either. They'd be more aggressive unless you spend these communion points. So that means that they're a very
Interesting.
glass-cannon team, very mobile, very good at shooting, but their drawback, if you like, is that you have to spend these communion points to really do the things you want to do. Sometimes you can just
Communion
let them
points,
go
huh?
and
How do you
attack
guys feel
everything,
about that?
go for it, go kill whoever's close. If you really want to
There
maximize
does
it,
seem
you
to be
have
quite the
manage these
buzz
communion
about the
points as the
Vespids.
Tau handler to get the best out of them.
Nice. We've chatted a little bit about the
Good
team.
one, Edgar.
Can you tell me some more about some of the operatives?
Sure. So first of all, we have the Shade strain. That's the one with the experimental stealth technology called a ghost rig. Okay.
Ah,
so
okay.
Invisible, if you like. It's very difficult to target them, and what that means is that when they're more than 6 inches away from the active operative, they can't be targeted, which is really nice.
Oh, Robert, that sounds awesome.
If the enemy does get close, though, they have a nice neutron grenade to throw at them, so that's quite handy.
Lovely.
Yes,
we
may
have
the
Storm
Temple of
Guard,
Excess
which is
prosper, and if you guys want to
flame
join
ring.
that, you can find a link in the
This
video
has a
description
fun little
below.
called Sky Torch. So when you fly over
I
something,
really
you
love
can
these
basically
little
burn
guys. I
everything
actually
around
really
you.
like the
So you set
multiple,
up really nice lines,
like
burn
the
everything as you go
the
by.
arachnid
It's
style
really nice.
heads where they've got
Then
multiple
we have the
eyes like
Sky
that.
Beast,
Like it always
which is
reminds me of
one
spiders.
neutron
I don't know if that's
power,
intentional. I don't know if there's
So
other
if the
bugs that
initial blast
do
doesn't kill
the
something,
sort of
it
multi-eyed
goes down a neutron fallout
like that,
marker.
but it
It's an
really,
area of
really
radiation.
reminds me of
This thing
spiders,
has damaged
and I
enemy
think it's super
operatives
cool.
as the battle goes on, and it stays there for the rest of the battle. So if you fire it enough times, you can just start basically irradiating their side of the board, which is really cool.
Great. Well, those Vespids sound absolutely awesome. Guys, Wade, Elliot, thank you so much for coming in to chat to us about the newest edition of Kill Team. We really appreciate it. And thank you to you guys at home. Now, if you're just as excited as I am for Kill Team Hivestorm, make sure to go on the Warhammer community website for all the latest news and updates. That's all we got time for. We'll see you next time.
Ah,
on the
I
Warhammer
actually did
Preview
not
Show.
know that. I didn't know that was like the scientific way to refer to hornets. All right, and then it looks like they're showing us the same trailer that they started the stream off with. Again, they did call that out at the very, very beginning. But for those of you that may have missed it, those of you that want to just watch it for maybe your 8th or 9th time, here we go. I actually was very pleased with this preview. I like when they do these slightly more focused previews rather than trying to smush 7 of their brands into one preview, because then it doesn't really feel like they get to spend a lot of time actually talking about those individual game systems. Where when they do it like this, where they do like a singular, I'm going to focus on Kill Team right now, that's all we're going to talk about, I feel like we get a lot more information about the actual product that's coming out. I mean, the fact that we actually know a pseudo release, like pre-order window and release day window, even if it's just as vague as September and October. But I mean, you can infer that it's going to be a late September pre-order with a probably early October release, because they're only going to do a 2-week pre-order, right? Or at least that's normally how they do it. So like, we got some good information here. We learned a little bit about the rules. Interesting with the, I don't remember what they called them now because I completely blanked on it. Communion points as what they called. I don't know if Vespids can sting in combat. I have no idea. That would be appropriate if they can, but I actually don't know. Yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit more in-depth on that too, but I suspect they'll probably just talk about it in the community articles later on Warhammer community page. Unfortunately, like, especially since they're, and honestly what it probably is actually, Robert, is they're probably going to release videos talking about it sprinkled throughout, leading up to the pre-release window, whereas this is probably the main focus is just like showcasing the new miniatures, woo! Because that's really, they want to get you where your wallet is, and that's what they're focused on. But yeah, I think this was actually a pretty good stream. I think GW did a good job. I like the designs for the Vespids, and actually, let's see. Have they updated Warhammer community to have the pictures yet? Yes. Yes. Okay. Before we end, let's take a look one more time at these characters. So we have our, what are they called? The Aquilon Scions, which honestly I think look cool, other than the fact that I think both of the characters, where's the other one? Oh, they only show one of the unhelmeted in these. Okay, they had 2 unhelmeted in the actual preview, and oh no, there she is. Oh my god, what is going on this face? GW, please, please work on this, or just give them all helmets. Like, we don't need it. Like, why is, I get why maybe the Tempestor, like the leader, doesn't have her helmet on, but why is this character not have her helmet on? Everybody else does. Literally everybody else does. I love the servo. He's so good. He's so good. But really what we care about are these. the Vespids look amazing. I think there's a lot of potential for some really cool color designs. I love everybody who was talking about doing color shift. I think that's going to look amazing. I'm kind of inclined to want to do something similar to that myself, but I really do enjoy this orange-yellow vibrancy that they're going with, which I guess leans into the Hornet sort of vibe. They do have stingers. They do, in fact, have stingers, so hopefully they do sting when they're in close combat. That would be very, very good. Yeah, she does look vacuum sealed. That is exactly, like I said, she had some extreme recent Botox going on, and that's why her face feels so tight. Kind of ridiculous. But I really, really, really like all of these new models. I think the Shadow Strain is one of my favorites just on an aesthetic design, because I like that it incorporates so much of the Tau armor into the actual, like, look of the model. However, these warriors, like just the basic warriors, I think look really cool too. God, it's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited. I'm so pleased that Games Workshop is actually taking some time to legitimately invest in redesigning and updating some of the Xeno factions that are less focused on over the last, like, 10 years. Because, like, what was it you said? We haven't seen new Vespids since 4th edition. That's crazy. I mean, I know that's been happening a lot. Hell, the Eldar still have some models that I think have been around since 3rd edition. So, like, it doesn't surprise me, but it is nice to see them slowly doing this, and I'm so optimistic for them to continue to, like, actually push and lean into their non-Imperium factions. Like, that's the one thing I will say as a potential positive of the weird decorated, like, the strip down, if you will, of the Imperial models, where they're losing a lot of their iconography, they're losing a lot of what makes them them. At least we're seeing that translated back into their Xeno characters. And if they continue to want to remove some of those elements from the Imperium because they find them to be problematic or whatever their reason is, I hope that at least we continue to benefit in other design departments and see more focus go to either Chaos or Xeno or whatever, because they're just like, well, maybe we shouldn't touch the Imperium. Maybe they're a little too xenophobic and zealous, etc. Maybe that's the problem. 2nd edition for some of the old Eldar? Gosh, I'm not surprised by that, but I completely believe it. I don't even know what the Herd Mini is. Herd Mini. Games. HRUD. HUD Mini Games Workshop. Is it this thing? No. What are the Herd? Or is this a Herd? Is this bug thingamadoodle? I've never heard of the Xeno race. Dude, MK, that sounds awesome. Homebrewing some rules for Blackstone Fortress with all the aliens from this. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be so fun. Herd never actually... Oh, they never actually had minis, but they had artwork in 3rd and 4th edition rulebooks. Okay. Herd 3rd edition art. Oh. Is that a herd? Is it a swamp creature? Has Games Workshop been hiding swamp men from me? Oh my god, that's so cool. If this is a herd, then I love him. That's one version. Oh, that's so cool. Man, Games Workshop really needs to get their act together and bring out some of these. What is this? Is this from one of the books? Like a dissection? I love this kind of thing. That is so cool. This is neat. I have never seen these guys. They're like weird swamp thing fishmen. I really like it. All right. Well, I hope they bring these too, because that would be cool. I am all for Games Workshop introducing any kind of Xeno race that we haven't seen previously, or updating the ones that we have seen to be even cooler, giving them just like new stuff. I would also absolutely love to see Skaven actually be a thing IRL in 40k. I would love that. The Bell of Lost Souls link. Oh my gosh. Amble. Unknown. Herd! Nocturnal Warrior of the Herd. Interesting. I like this big furry creature. I want werewolves. Give me werewolves. You want Kronks? What are Kronks? Hold on. Like Kronk? I like how when you type in Kronk, that's what comes up. Yes, that, okay, the one, this one here. This particular image. This is a really cute image. I also love that this looks like it's from one of, like, the rule books, but as, No, I think they're saying the unknown one is the one in the background. I think they know what the Necrons are. But you know what? Maybe they don't. Maybe Necron is unknown. Because they don't actually, like, label... The point is what I've really learned from this. What I've really learned from this is that Games Workshop needs to bring in more aliens. They've done well for us. They've given us the Vespids. They've given us the Kroot. And I really like the new Kroot designs. They need to just keep doing it. And honestly, I hope, for those of you that are, like, legitimately hardcore Tau players, like, I hope this makes you happy. I personally, if I was Tau, knowing that my faction is supposed to consist of many different alien races all being brainwashed into one greater good, hurrah, I would want to actually see those other races, not just the singular one that is, like, trying to command everything. So the fact that we're actually seeing these introduced and they're coming out and, like, they look awesome is really, really, really positive for me. Zotes are amazing. Yeah, Zotes, bringing back more Zotes would be great. At least we got Zotes in Blackstone Fortress and everything. So that was pretty cool. And we also have the Zote in Blood Bowl randomly. If you want another Zote model out there. But, like, okay, good. I'm glad, because Tau were always very interesting to me because they had a little bit of that anime vibe to them. Like, I will not deny that. I love the mechas. I really like that they kind of feel like they're Macross, but then I also liked the fact, I thought it was interesting and unique that they were actually a group of, like, cohesively, we're gonna all live together races, which was very, honestly, antithesis to literally every other faction in 40k, because they're all incredibly xenophobic and hate each other. So I thought it was really neat. And the fact that we never really saw much of that explored, I think, since the initial introduction of the Tau has been such a shame. So I'm really, really appreciative of the fact that GW seems to kind of be listening to its audience, at least in some instances. And this feels like one of them. So, huzzah! I'm happy for this. I am very, very pleased by this. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream. I hope you enjoyed watching the preview for Kill Team. I thought we got some really good reveals. I'm very excited. I know that a lot of you are too. It's really what I got from doing this with you guys, so thank you. And yeah, I will see you all next time. I don't have a specific stream scheduled yet, but I'll make announcements. I'm trying to get to the point where I have like about an hour preview and like announcement go out on both Twitter and the community site to let you guys know when streams are coming up. Because I've been doing a few impromptu ones, just so that you guys can keep an eye on that in case you want to join in. I really appreciate you all being here. I've loved getting to hang out with you all and just chilling and talking about wargaming and doing all that stuff. If you want more of my content to watch after this, you can check out my stream that I did yesterday that is currently on demand on my channel, where I unpacked a lot of my painted miniatures, starting with, of course, my beautiful Stinky Death Guard. It was a lot of fun. It's like a 3-hour long stream, so please go enjoy it if you are into that kind of thing. And until next time, I have been Angela, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a very lovely hobby day, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.